Well, if you got a dollar, well, just lousy down. You know that I got rhythm that could suit your budget fine.
Hi, this is Patrick with Trusty Huckster Mercantile. Welcome to my channel. I wanted to put out this video here at the beginning of October to kind of summarize a few things that are going to be happening over the next couple of months. I've mentioned these activities, some of these items, events over the last several weeks, but I thought it might be worthwhile putting them all together so that if you are interested in participating or at least finding out more information about all that I've talked about, it'll all be here in one video that you can reference. So I will talk about it here in the video, and then I will put notes and links within the description of this video so that everything is easy to find. So starting off, it is the month of October, and one of the things that I wanted to put together were some activities, some events that are happening within the month of October that I thought were worthwhile mentioning and hoping that people will want to participate in. The first one is a friend. Okay, well, maybe it's a little bit of an overstatement to say she's a friend. It's somebody that I follow on Instagram that has participated or has created a series of challenges in the past that I've participated in. I don't do them all regularly, as if you maintain Instagram page or even a YouTube channel, you will know how difficult it is to maintain a schedule to get regular content out on a timely basis. And what this Instagram channel or Instagram page does is she creates monthly Instagram challenges, which basically creates a daily theme. That's not what I want to say. There's a term that I'm trying to think of, but it's basically, she gives you there's a theme for the month, and then she gives a specific theme for each day, which you are then supposed to interpret however you choose to do so and post within your Instagram feed and, you know, just kind of join in the fun. The hashtag that is used is Merle's Vintage Challenge, and she maintains two pages. One is also a page called Merle's Vintage Challenge. So there's a hashtag Merle's Vintage Challenge and an @Merle's Vintage Challenge, as well as another page that she maintains as her personal page. This is Merle's World. So it's @This is Merle's World. So really the only structure is anytime you make a post, you link both the hashtag as well as both of her pages, but you follow the prompts. That's what I was thinking of. You follow the prompts that she creates for each day, and you post your interpretation. So unfortunately, this video did not go out on the 1st. Sorry, again, kind of hard to keep to a schedule. But her theme for October is, interestingly enough, it's every prompt will start with the letter O. And the first one was actually October. So you could post whatever you want. That was your interpretation of the word/month of October. The second one, which went out today, was owl. So the second day was owl, and it is a vintage challenge. So she gives little bonus brownie points for interpreting it with a vintage theme, and then she will curate some of her top choices and put them onto her own page to give a little bit more exposure and to kind of promote the theme. She does these challenges pretty much every month ongoing. I just decided, since I wasn't doing anything to celebrate my October happens to be my second anniversary of being a reseller, wasn't doing anything for myself, so I thought, hey, I'm not doing a focus on that. I will participate in this one, and we shall see if I can actually keep up. Day 2, and I'm good. Let's see what happens for day 3. Also happening in October, it does happen to be my birthday. Go Libra. I turned 51 on October 12th. And if you do the math, I last year turned 50. And I was supposed to do a big trip to New York, see Broadway shows, hang out with some friends for my 50th. And of course, COVID killed that. So I wanted to do something for my 51st, and it looks like COVID is kind of killing that too. So I'm turning this into a challenge, and actually only the second challenge I've ever issued for my YouTube channel. It'll be a YouTube/Instagram challenge/collaboration, and the idea will be hashtag Trusty's birthday party. So since I don't think I would be doing anything for my birthday, I'm creating a virtual birthday party, and the challenge/collaboration is you need to create a vintage-inspired dish that you would make had you actually been invited to my own birthday party. The twist is you're not coming to my birthday party, so you're making it for yourself. And what the only real rule for it is it does need to be a vintage recipe, which by this definition, or the definition I'm using, is it needs to be a recipe that was created or published prior to 1970, the year I was born. So you will, as part of the challenge, whether you do it through photography for Instagram or video for YouTube or video for both, you will find the vintage recipe. You will share that recipe, the details of it, plus where it came from. You will show yourself preparing that recipe to whatever level of detail you find interesting. And then most importantly, you will eat that recipe with photographic evidence. So you can try and come up with the grossest recipe you can find, but the trick is you're the one that eats it, not me. So hopefully we'll just have some fun. I've created a playlist here on my YouTube channel that you'll be able to post your video to. I request, if you do this through YouTube, that you create your video and make it live, scheduled to go live on October 12th at 8 p.m. Eastern. We'll schedule everything into the playlist so that at 8 p.m. it'll all go live. It does not need to be a premiere. If you choose to do a premiere, that's fine, but you do not need to make it a premiere. It just needs to go live at that time. And if you're doing it on Instagram, it's really difficult to schedule, so just whenever you want to post it on your Instagram page on October 12th is totally fine. The only thing I request is that you do somehow mark that this is part of my Trusty's birthday party, and that you somehow mark either my Instagram page or my YouTube channel, Trusty Huckster Mercantile, THMercantile on Instagram, that people will be able to find it, and more importantly, be able to find those playlists or follow the hashtags to see what everyone is creating for my virtual birthday party. So that is happening on October 12th. And then on October 20th, my friend Katie over at Vintage and Vinyl, she is issuing her first collaboration / challenge ever, and she created one. I somehow partially inspired this. If you're not familiar with Katie, you should definitely follow her channel, Vintage and Vinyl, both on Instagram and on YouTube. But we do quite a few shows together. We've been on each other's channels, and on one particular experience, she was on my channel talking about ephemera bowls, which is a term and a concept that I give her credit for creating. She is the only person that I know of that ever talked about them, and I wanted to have her on my channel to talk about, well, what exactly is an ephemera bowl, and she helped me create one on air. And I will say, the one I created on air is still completely in its exact design from that show. It is still sitting in my travel room with my travel-themed ephemera in it, and I absolutely love it. So ephemera bowls are a really fun way to showcase your ephemera. And she is doing a challenge, which again is tied for October. She is asking people to create a Halloween-themed ephemera bowl of your own. Now she's taking it pretty easy on everybody, because vintage Halloween ephemera can be hard to come by, and if you have it, it could be too valuable to not display in a frame. So what she's asking is that you have to use a vintage bowl. So that is really the fundamental requirement for the vintage aspect. But if you have a vintage bowl, you can print off Halloween ephemera designs. You could get reproduction Halloween. There's a lot of the vintage inspired Halloween decorations that are available at a much lower cost. And she just wants you to showcase, again, either on Instagram or on YouTube, putting together your ephemera bowl and then showing your finished product that is showcasing the concept of ephemera bowl with a Halloween theme. So follow Vintage and Vinyl. Her video is going live on October 20th. She also is going to have a playlist, and I believe her playlist is scheduled to go live at 7 p.m. Eastern on the 20th, but I will put notes on that in the description of this video to give all the details and all the links for how she is doing her ephemera challenge. So those are the challenges that I know of. If you know of additional challenges or any other activities taking place in October that are of the vintage theme, vintage environment, or some of our other friends within the vintage community, please go ahead and comment on this video, because I don't know about everything that's going on. And if you're interested in collaborations, things like that, if there's more of those going on, definitely share them. And maybe it just you're not going to want, well, you may want to do all of them, but then you can pick and choose and find the ones that you think are the most fun, because if you're going to have fun with it, you're going to enjoy it, and you're going to finish it, and you're going to let everyone else have fun with it too. So that is what's going on in October. But The biggest part of this video is really talking about what is coming up in November. For those of you who are familiar with my channel, about a year ago, last November of 2020, I created or organized, probably more appropriately, a fundraiser for the Just One More Dachshund Rescue organization, JOMDR.org. A friend of mine, Dawn, who you might recognize from the chats, she founded this rescue a few years ago. I used to work with Dawn, but that was prior to her having this rescue. And she has off and on somewhere between 15 to 20 dachshunds, many of them senior dachshunds, in her sanctuary at any given time, and then she helps foster and place others. I actually had the opportunity of participating in a dachshund relocation here in the Chicago area. She's based in Maryland, but here in the Chicago area, she caught wind of a dachshund who needed a temporary location because her owner was going through some medical issues. So it was not, the dachshund will go back to the owner. So it was a temporary location, and I actually helped facilitate picking the dachshund up here in the Chicago area and delivering it to the foster mom in Wisconsin. So always great to participate. We did have the fundraiser last year and we raised $3,500. Super excited about that. However, within 2 weeks of having that fundraiser, she picked up another rescue, and that dog cost $6,000 in medical bills. So as much as I was excited about raising $3,500, it barely made a dent in some of the costs that she has. So definitely going to be doing another one this year, trying to increase what we bring in. Maybe our goal right now for this year is going to be $5,000. So I hope everyone will want to participate in the Dachshund rescue in some way. And that's why I wanted to put into this video some of the ways you can participate. So right out of the gate, what I will be recreating is the fundraiser live sale. So on Thursday, November 11th at 8 p.m. Eastern, in place of my regular live sale, which always takes place on Thursdays at 8 p.m. here on this channel, that live sale will be dedicated to items that have been donated for the rescue that I will be reselling live on my channel. Things that we're going to be doing differently this year is I've already started receiving donations, and in some cases, some of the items that are being donated are particularly valuable, and I will just say in quantity, I'm receiving more donations. I'm not going to be able to get through them all in one live sale. So I will also be utilizing my eBay channel, and I will put some of the more valuable or some of the more unique items up onto my eBay channel or my eBay store, and those will be being posted as auctions. So I will be promoting those items. I might even start selling some of them during October. We'll see how I can get that organized. But everything that goes into my eBay store, if it was donated or is being specifically used for the rescue, the listing will say it is listed for the for that rescue, and 100% of the profits of the sale will go to the rescue. The only thing that I will be taking is I will need to use some of the money to pay for the shipping costs because I am the one shipping everything. But beyond that, 100% of the money that we receive is going to the rescue. So participate in my channel on November 11th. Watch for my eBay store, and I will try and promote those on both my Instagram, my YouTube, to let people know what's coming up. Particularly, some of them will be dog-themed items, but some of the more valuable items are actually not dog-themed items. They're just nice vintage pieces that I think will hopefully open up a broader audience, that more people will want to bid on those items to bring in more money for the fundraiser. So those are the specifics for just the live sale and for the items being donated. However, one of the ways that we raised the most money last year was creating a grand prize opportunity for making a $5 donation to Just One More Dachshund Rescue. You received an opportunity to win a prize. When we announced it last year, we didn't know how big the prize would be. And I will just say it exceeded all of our expectations, because what the prize was I reached out to the absolutely phenomenal vintage community that is part of YouTube, part of Instagram, and I asked if any of them would be interested in donating a mystery box. The idea behind it was they would create a mystery box. We would pick the winner as part of the fundraiser. I would then tell all of the donors that what the winner was. They then sent the box directly to the winner. So, it was win-win-win all over the place because one, I didn't have to deal with reshipping everything. Trust me, that is a very big deal. It took me weeks to try and clear everything out last year. So they were shipping directly. But in the beginning, we announced it. I think I only had 5 or 6 people who had already committed. So I was hoping, maybe I'll get 10. Well, I got 35. So the winner, which was Kim at OhMyVintage, and she was gracious enough to create an unboxing video for all of the prize mystery boxes she won. So if you don't follow OhMyVintage, you can see some of those videos on her YouTube channel. She won 35 mystery boxes. Now, by the time it got that large, there was definitely some philosophy that, maybe this is too big of a prize. But the problem was we'd already said if you did this if you'd made the donation, you got a chance to win all of the mystery boxes. I didn't feel comfortable changing the rules midstream. And so what ended up happening is as those mystery boxes started piling on, I think some people were like, holy cats, I can get 20, I can get 25, I can get 30. I think more people were buying more chances. So we're playing with the formula a little bit this year, and we're hoping it actually will encourage more people to participate because now we're gonna have more than one winner. And then what we will do is we will determine the number of winners based on the number of donations that I receive. Each winner will receive 5 mystery boxes. So you'll still have a pretty amazing prize. It'll still work the same way for the resellers. They will just ship directly to you. A couple of changes we're making is last year we couldn't allow any international winners because all of these people that were donating these boxes, I couldn't require them to ship internationally or even into Canada. The cost of that is so expensive, it would have really impacted the way we were participating. This year, I've had some gracious donors through both Canada and the UK that I'm 100% confident that in Canada, we will have 5 mystery boxes donated by Canadian resellers. And so those, we will actually have a dedicated Canada winner so that the people that donate from Canada will have the opportunity to win, and they will win boxes from within their own country. The UK, I'm a little bit more concerned about. So if you know any resellers in the UK that might want to participate in this, we'll definitely give them some promotional marketing. If we can't, I've got a couple of my friends that are willing to ship some boxes from the US over to the UK to make up the difference. So we will have an international contingent, at least from the UK. We'll see if we can expand beyond that. I don't know enough about international shipping from the UK. Would we be able to have a European winner? That we have to figure out. But for right now, we will at least have some level of international winners. So we're hoping more people will be able to participate, which means more donations to the Just One More Dachshund Rescue. The donations for the rescue can start coming in now after October 1st. For every $5 donation to Just One More Dachshund Rescue, you will receive an entry to have a chance to win one of the grand prizes. So if you are from Canada or from the UK, please mark on your donation that you are Canadian or UK. That might be something that's automatic within the PayPal donation, but that's something that's going directly to the rescue. So we want to keep this as simple as possible. I do not touch any of that money. That goes directly to the rescue, and you can actually use the paypal.me/JOMDR as the donation, dedicated donation. And for every $5 you enter, you will have the chance you'll get an entry. So you donate $50, you get 10 entries. So we will also have some opportunities for donations that are going to be not related to selling items. We're going to have some sponsorship opportunities where you'll have the opportunity to purchase maybe 1 month's worth of medication. I believe in the month of September, the medical bills and medication bills for all of the dogs within the sanctuary was either over $6,000 or over $9,000. It was a huge number. So we're going to have some sponsorships to help pay for maybe a week's worth of food or a week's worth of, we'll have a couple of things, and those will be coming out over time. So keep an eye on those and hope you will, join me in supporting this rescue. And if you do not have the financial wherewithal to make donations, that is completely understandable. But as you hear information about the fundraiser or items that go up for sale, please share those with your friends friends, or share them within your own community so that people will at least know about it. And that is just as valuable as a monetary donation, because we want to get the word out for both the charity and to get more people to participate so that we can gain as many dollars as possible through that whole process. Another way to help, which has an exceptionally low cost, is to donate a recipe. I hit both of these ideas kind of hit at the same time. It has nothing to do with my birthday party recipe thing, but it kind of came to me at the same time. I bought a vintage recipe box, and I am going to ask all of my friends and all of my viewers to donate a 3x5 recipe card with a recipe written onto it that I will put into the box. It doesn't have to be, that doesn't have to be vintage. It could be just any of your favorite recipes. Make sure you put your name on it, your Instagram name, your YouTube name, whatever, because I want to make sure you get some credit for that. But those, just mail me the card. So watch in the comments of this video, or in the About Me the About section of my YouTube channel, it has my P.O. box. You can send those. So for the cost of a postage stamp and a 3x5 card, you can participate, and you can send me as many recipes as you want. If I fill more than one box, I will have 2 boxes, and those boxes will then go up for sale on my eBay store in an auction. So it will hopefully have the opportunity to get recipes from some of your favorite YouTube celebrities and personalities. And I will just share everyone that donates will get some recognition for participating with that. So that is a very inexpensive way to participate, simply by shipping me a recipe. And then, of course, if you are a reseller, or you're just a dedicated viewer that happens to love dachshunds, if you would like to be one of the people who donates a mystery box, the more the merrier. The more we can announce in sets of 5, the more mystery boxes I can announce that have been donated, the more grand prize winners we're going to have. So if you would like to donate a mystery box, contact me prior to November 1st. I need to be able to organize what we're doing, and I need to have some level of a cutoff. So I just need to know by November 1st, you do not have to do anything until the actual date of the auction. Because again, if you're donating a box, I will pick your quote unquote winner, the one that will get 5 boxes. I will give you the address of that winner. You're going to ship directly to that person. So you do not need to ship anything to me. Please do not ship your mystery box to me, because then that puts the onus and the expense of me shipping it on. The idea of donating a mystery box is you are donating the box, and it can have anything you want in it. There's no minimum. I take that back. I am asking that the box be worth at least $10, because that way if they get 5 boxes, it's going to have at least $50 worth of merchandise in it. Last year, some people's boxes were worth over $100. There is no expectation of what goes in the box. It's really about the fun and the support of the rescue. But you do not need to ship. Please do not ship it to me. You are donating the items, and you are also donating the shipping, so that you are going to pay. But if you're in the US, you'll only ship to a US customer. If you're in Canada, you'll only ship to a Canadian. If you're in the UK, you'll only ship to the UK, unless we can agree that we can include Europe, which I don't know if that'll happen. So that is a great way. And if you choose to, I have had many great customers, great viewers who have actually donated items to me to sell as part of the sale. If you would like to donate something for the sale, I will absolutely accept it. Couple of requirements. Please make sure it is in perfect condition, or at least perfect vintage condition. I do not want something that's cracked. I do not want something that the head's been snapped off, but it's been glued on perfectly. No, it's not perfect. It's headless. So, make sure that the item that you're donating is in good condition, because if you're familiar with my channel, I really don't sell anything with damage. So I don't want to be in that situation. Also, keep in mind, you are sending me the item. If you're paying for the shipping, use your judgment. If you're sending me an item that you think I'll be able to sell for $10, but you're spending $15 to ship it to me, you might be better off just donating $15. As much as I love your item, a lot of these items will be sold just as is, or they'll be going into mystery boxes. So just keep in mind, if something very, very heavy that's going to cost you a lot of money to ship, and then a lot of money for me to ship on, just use your judgment. Again, I will take anything, I will sell anything, but I don't want anyone to feel weird if suddenly they see something that they felt was worth more that sells for less, or it ends up in a mystery box. I don't want anyone to have any hard feelings. It's a huge process. My spare room has completely been overwhelmed by donations right now, and I have like 4 more boxes underneath the dining room table that I haven't even opened yet. So I love them, and you know, the more the merrier, because that's the more money we can make. But just keep that in mind. Don't ship me anything too heavy or anything that's too fragile, please. It takes me forever to wrap things, and if you send me an entire set of crystal champagne flutes, I might hate you. But it's more importantly, I'm going to spend a lot of time and a lot of materials packing those back up. So just keep that in mind. But if you do ship me anything, I need to have those by November 1st. I'm not going to say that if they come a little bit after, I can't somehow squeeze them in, but because I'm planning out all of the sales on my eBay store, as well as what I'm doing for the live sale, I need to know what I have, because some of these items will get grouped together. If I get 5 separate items that are all, and it doesn't have to all be Doxie, say if I get 5 different items that are all German Shepherd items, I might group some of those together, and I need to know what I have so that the lots don't become too expensive for people to participate in. So, all of that in mind. Love everyone to participate, but use your judgment on what you donate. And really what the rescue needs is the cash. So it's all about making sure we make up enough money so that we get a really nice cash donation that we can send over to the Just One More Dachshund Rescue for 2021. So that's it. That's pretty much everything that's going to be going on. I will be posting more videos, more information, more details on all of the activities. I'll be showcasing some of the items that'll be available for sale, both in the live sale as well as on my eBay store. But in general, that is what we've got for the Dachshunds. Oh, one more. There is also, if you are watching this and you currently have a Trusty Traveler, I need those back. Now, you may have gotten this far into the video and be like, what's a Trusty Traveler? If you don't know, I apologize. But basically what I had done several months ago, I sent out 21 small boxes that weighed less than a pound, each with 5 items in it, kind of as a geocaching type box, if you're familiar with that concept. So I sent them to 21 customers. They took 1 item out of the box, they put an item back into the box, and then shipped that on to somebody else. That person took an item out, put an item back in, and they have been circulating the country for the last several months. In the month of October, those boxes need to come back. I need to have them by November 1st because everything that's left in those boxes, or they've been put into those boxes when I get them back, all of those will be part of the fundraiser as well. I don't know how I'm going to deal with those. It kind of depends on what I get back, but I'll either group them together or create a massive mystery box. I don't know what I'll do, but I will use that as a fundraiser. So if you have those, there are instructions in each box asking to, pass them around as much as you can until October. So that it is now October. Those boxes need to come back. I'm going to throw out one caveat. If you have one of those boxes and you're watching this video, particularly early in the month, I have one name that is left on the list of people that wanted to get one of those boxes, one name that did not get a box. I went through probably 30 names. People would contact me saying, hey, I don't know who to send the box to. Do you have anybody? I got through 29 of those names. The 30th person I would love to see get the box. So, but I don't know where they are. I literally have no idea where these boxes are right now. So if you happen to see this video or you know somebody that has one, before you send it back to me, let me know. I will give you that address. So the first person that tells me, I will give you that person's address. So instead of sending it to me, you'll send it to her. She will then send it to me. So I would love to get her included. She understands it's not the, I made no promises, but we got so close giving everyone a box that I would love to make sure she gets one. So if anybody sees this and has one of those boxes, I'd love to be able to add her to the list. So just let me know. And if that slot gets filled by the time you see this, I will just say it's been filled, and then you can just send it directly back to me, and we will see what we receive. So I'll probably do a video about some of the stuff that I get back from those boxes. So looking at my notes, yes, that is now everything. And I appreciate the video, of course, got longer than I anticipated, but if you're familiar with my channel, that should not be a surprise to you. So thanks for sticking around this long. Thank you for hopefully your interest in supporting the Just One More Dachshund Rescue. But even if that's not something that's important to you, hopefully you participate in some of those challenges. Merle's Vintage Challenge, Vintage and Vinyl's Ephemera Bowl Challenge, or Trusty's Birthday Party. There's a lot of things that are available to do for the month, a lot of ways to have fun, and a lot of ways to participate in the vintage community, and I hope you choose to do so. So thank you so much for your time. Thank you for putting your trust in Trusty Huckster, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye-bye.
Well, show me a sign if you're wishing me to stay. Otherwise, I say goodbye and finish out the day. And that sunrise in the morning and you got nothing to say. Oh, that's when I'll be headed on my